The years between 1492 and 1614 mark a dramatic and tragic transformation in the history of Andalusia. In 1492, the last Muslim stronghold of Granada surrendered to Ferdinand and Isabella, the Catholic monarchs. The capitulations of Granada treaty promised Muslims freedom of religion, protection of their property, and the right to live in peace. For a brief moment, there was hope that Muslims could remain in their ancestral land. But very soon, those promises were broken. By 1499, Cardinal Cisneros began a campaign of forced conversions, burning Arabic books and pressuring Muslims to accept Christianity. Those who converted became known as Moriscos, outwardly Christian, but often still holding to Islam in secret. The 16th century brought growing restrictions. The Inquisition watched the Moriscos closely, punishing anyone suspected of practicing old customs. They were forbidden from speaking Arabic, wearing traditional dress, or following Islamic marriage and burial rites. In 1567, Philip II banned Arabic entirely. This led to the Alpujarras Rebellion of 1568–1571. A desperate uprising of Moriscos determined to preserve their faith and culture. The revolt was crushed with terrible violence, and thousands were scattered across Spain to break their communities. Even then, suspicion only deepened. Moriscos were accused of secretly aiding the Ottomans and North African corsairs. Despite their contributions to Spain's farms and economy, they were branded as outsiders and a threat to Catholic unity. Finally, under Philip III, the crown decided they could no longer stay. Between 1609 and 1614, royal decrees ordered the expulsion of the Moriscos. Hundreds of thousands were forced to abandon their homes, families were torn apart, many perished on the journey. Thus, in little more than a century, the Muslims of Andalusia went from being protected subjects under treaty to a persecuted minority stripped of identity, and finally, to exiles scattered across the Mediterranean. It is a story of broken promises, resilience under oppression, and a final expulsion that ended 8 centuries of Muslim presence in Spain.